Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another experiment in Schedule 1. My name is Savin, founder, president, and CEO of the Syndicate. And boy, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, do I have a doozy for you today. We are going to attempt to find out how much product a dealer or all the dealers can actually sell. Now, this one is a bit involved and does take a little bit of explaining, so we've got no time to waste. Let's get to it. Now, in this playthrough, I have unlocked every single customer and every single dealer. Now, the dealers can each handle 8 customers. However, the customers vary wildly. So I went full on nerd and broke down all of the customers in my own custom spreadsheet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I went there. Each customer in the game has the set amount of money that they will spend per deal. They have their preferred time of day. They have their preferred day of the week. But most importantly, and the thing I'm focusing on, is this. Each customer has their preferred drug. Some customers prefer Bud, some customers prefer Crystal, and some customers prefer Coke. Currently, there are 27 customers that prefer weed, there are 16 customers that prefer meth, and there are 19 customers that prefer Coke. So my goal for this experiment was to have each of my dealers specialize in only one type of drug. So I've gone ahead and grouped all of the customers according to their preferred drug type, and then also listed them from least profitable or least amount of money they'll spend to the most amount of money they'll spend. Then I assigned my dealers accordingly. I have 3 dealers that will be handling the weed. I have 2 dealers which will be handling meth. That'll take up every single one of the meth customers, which is awesome. And I've got 1 dealer that will be handling cocaine. So let's take a look at each of the dealers' setups. And we are going to start with our 3 weed dealers. First up is Benji. Now, I'm not going to go through each of the customers that are assigned to each dealer. If you want to take a look at my list, just pause the video as I scroll through each of the dealers, and you will actually see the names that they have been assigned. So Benji is our first weed dealer. Next up, we have Brad. He is also going to be a weed dealer. And then third, we have Jane. She is our 3rd weed dealer. Next up, we have our crystal dealers, and those are going to be Wei and Leo. Now, a note on the crystal dealers, because I wanted to assign all of my meth customers to dealers so I didn't have to deal any meth personally, that did mean assigning some of the high-end customers to the dealers. But that was a sacrifice I was willing to make because I still have plenty of the high rollers, high spenders that I'm going to be working with personally. And last, we have our cocaine dealer, Cocaine Molly. And the reason I made Molly the cocaine dealer is because, believe it or not, half of the customers in Westville prefer cocaine. So 5 out of the 8 customers that Molly's going to be dealing with are right there in Westville. So we have the customers assigned to our dealers. What products are they going to be offering? Well, I'm keeping it nice and simple. All 3 of my weed dealers are going to be selling green crack, and I've bumped up the asking price to $65. The reason I'm using green crack is it has the highest addictiveness level, so hopefully we'll get the customers addicted and they will eventually order even more. Our meth dealers are going to be selling premium quality meth for a asking price of $105, and our coke dealer Molly is going to be selling cocaine at the asking price of $225. Now, this experiment is just for the dealers, so none of these drugs are actually going to be on the market, so I personally won't be selling any during this experiment. This is just to find out how much my dealers can move. Now it's time to get the dealers all stocked up and ready to go. Each dealer is going to start with 1,200 of their specific product, and as they go throughout the week, we will see how much they sell day to day. It is is currently 4 a.m. on a Wednesday. That means the experiment is going to start Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. I've got the dealers all stocked up and ready to go. Their customers have been assigned. We're going to let this experiment go for 7 days, so we'll see how much product each of our dealers can move over a full week time span. So all that's left to do is hit the hay, and we'll get this party started.
Tomorrow.
It is morning time on day 1 of our experiment. Our dealers are busy making those deals. We'll check in with them at the end of the day and see exactly how much product they've moved. It is the end of day 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at our day 1 results. Once again, I fully nerded out and created a spreadsheet to keep track. So we will start with Benji. Benji sold 81 green crack for a total of $5,444. Brad has sold 95 green crack for a total of $6,035. Jane has sold 98 green crack for a total of $6,348. Wei has sold 66 meth for a total of $6,944. Leo has sold 65 meth for a total of $7,538. And Cocaine Molly has sold 19 coke for a grand total of $4,297. Those are the results after day 1. Let's hit the hay, and we will move on to day 2.
Day 2.
It is morning time on day 2. Our dealers are up and at it. I will check in with you guys at the end of the day. And we have reached the end of day 2. Now, I did want to say that when I do the daily results, I'm only going to read how much they sold and how much they earned that day. However, I am keeping a running tally of the total sold, total earned so far. That being said, let's get started. Day 2, Benji has sold 89 green crack for a total of $5,949. Brad has sold 95 green crack for $6,035. Jane has sold 97 green crack for a total of $6,289. Now moving on to our meth dealers, Wei has sold 68 meth for a total of $7,148. Leo has sold 57 meth for a total of $6,772, and Cocaine Molly has sold 24 coke for a total of $5,498. Day 2 is in the books. Let's head to bed and we will kick off day 3.
Day 3.
It is the morning of day 3. Our dealers are out wheeling and dealing. Let's see how much product they can move today. And we've reached the end of day 3. Let's get started with our totals. Benji has sold 81 green crack for a total of $5,444. Brad has sold 75 today for a total of $4,774. Jane has sold 98 green crack for a grand total of $6,545. Now on to our meth dealers. Wei has sold 44 meth and earned $4,704. Leo has sold 47 meth and earned $5,492. And Cocaine Molly has sold 24 coke for a total of $5,607. Those are the results after day 3. Let's head to bed and kick off day 4.
Day 4.
7 a.m. on day 4. Our dealers are up and at it. I will check in with you guys at the end of day 4. It is 4 a.m. on the end of day 4, so let's go through today's results. Starting with Benji, who has sold 95 green crack and earned $6,378. Brad has sold 75 and has earned $4,775. Jane has sold 85 green crack for a total of $5,851. Next up, the meth dealers. Wei has sold 68 meth for a total of $7,100 $6,248, and Leo has sold 53 meth for a total of $6,288. And last we have Cocaine Male, who has sold 19 coke for a total of $4,297. Those are the results from day 4. Let's hit the hay and get started with day 5.
Tomorrow.
Good morning, crazy world. Day 5 is upon us. We're going to let our dealers do their thing, and we will check the results at the end of the day. And there is 4 a.m. on day 5. Let's go over our results. Starting with Benji, he has sold 86 green crack and earned $5,809. Brad has sold 65 and has earned $4,147. Jane has sold 85 and has earned $5,914. Next up, our crystal dealer, starting with Wei, who has sold 55 meth and earned $5,824. Leo has sold 41 meth and earned $4,813. And last, Cocaine Male has sold 19 coke for $4,297. 5 days down, 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hit the hay, and we will get started for day 6.
A few moments later.
The morning of day 6 is upon us. Our dealers are up and at it. Let's sit back and relax. We will check in and see what they have moved today. 4 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, the end of day 6. Let's go over today's results. Starting with Benji, he has sold 86 green crack and earned $5,810. Next up, Brad has sold 95 green crack and has earned $6,035. And Jane has also sold 95 green crack for a total of $6,165. Next up, our meth dealers, starting with Wei, who has sold 55 meth and earned $5,824. Next up, Leo has sold 49 meth and earned $5,711. And our last dealer, Cocaine Male, has sold 24 coke and earned $5,607. Those are the results after 6 days, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the home stretch. One more day to go, so let's hit the hay and finish this bad boy off strong. Day 7, here we come.
One eternity later.
It is morning time on the final day. Oh yes, cannot wait to get our final results. Let's let the dealers do their thing and we will check in on them at the end of the day. And we have reached the end of day 7, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a long experiment, but let's go over our day 7 results and then I will go over our total results. So first up, we will start as always with Benji. Today, Benji sold 95 green crack and has earned $6,378. Next up, Brad has sold 75 green crack and earned $4,775. And Jane has sold 85 green crack for a total of $5,914. Next up, our meth dealers. Wei has sold 55 meth for a total of $5,824. And Leo has sold 41 meth for a total of $4,813. And last we have Cocaine Male, who has sold 19 coke for a total of $4,297. Those are our day 7 results. Now let's make our rounds and go pick up all the money we've earned this week. In total, Benji has sold 613 green crack and he's made us $41,212. Brad has sold 575 green crack and he's made us $36,576. Jane has sold a total of 643 green crack and earned us $43,026. And next up, our top earner, Wei, who sold 411 meth for a grand total of $4,000. $43,416. Well done, Way. Next up, Leo. He sold a total of 353 meth and has earned us $41,427. And last, we have Cocaine Molly, who sold a total of 148 cocaine and earned us $33,900. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What an excellent experiment. Our dealers were definitely out there wheeling and dealing. Let's go over their totals combined. Over these 7 days, our 3 weed dealers were able to move 1,831 green crack, and their combined money total was $120,814. Our meth dealers combined sold 764 meth, and they earned $84,843. And Cocaine Molly sold 148 coke for a total of $33,900. This gives us a total sales of $239,557. Not a bad haul for 7 days, especially considering during those 7 days I didn't sell a single thing. Had I put some products on the market, I probably could have sold a ton of product myself and made a killing. But all in all, not a bad job by the dealers. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is just the first in a series of dealers experiments that I would like to run. The next one I want to do is trying this exact same setup, only I'll be assigning customers to the dealers using one of the most popular guides online, and we will compare the results. I have no idea how this is all going to work out, but that's why we run the experiments. So I hope you join me for the next Schedule 1 experiment. But for now, this is Savin saying thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and keep on grinding.